My starter husband's kids. Starter husband, SH, and me were together for 8 years and had one kid together, who is now 17. I remarried 11 years ago, we have 2 more together. Each time I announced my next 2 pregnancies, SH new partner announced her own pregnancies within a few days or weeks of mine. They went on to have a total of 3 together. The part I need off my chest, my kids and SH's kids are the same age and they love to hang out. Like, they are each other's favorite friends. They come over almost every weekend, including their littlest, who doesn't have a kid partner their age over here. They are lovely children and we just roll super deep every weekend. It's nice my kids always have others to play with, and his kids are really great. But it is so weird to look around and see all these iterations of SH. It's not a problem at all, I really like them and having them over. The thing is, it's only weird for me. I have no one to tell, and I'm not complaining, just needed to get it off my chest. No one else understands how strange it is for me to see these little versions of the person who destroyed me for a few years. Thanks for reading. He catfished me, but turned out to be the greatest guy I've ever met. He sent me very old pics of him when he was in shape, and when we met I was surprised to find out that he is double his previous size. It shocked me at first but I was already attracted to his personality, so I didn't back out. Our date went so well, this guy is a true gentleman, has great humor that left me in tears, and his touch is so gentle and loving. He took care of me and paid so much attention to everything I was saying and doing. He even remembered every small detail about me that we spoke about weeks prior, when we were getting to know each other. Now I'm only thinking about meeting him again. He changed my world completely. My little sister dated a 27-year-old man, and I don't know what to do. My little sister is 15, she's in grade 9, and the man she supposedly dated is 27. This is very weird. I don't know what to do. Last night around 2 a.m., my little sister called me and cried about how she had a fight with her boyfriend. I tried to console her, and I told her that it'll pass since most teenagers in relationships often have petty disagreements. She told me he wasn't a teenager, and that he was actually 27. I kept quiet on the phone for a bit before asking her what the situation was and how she managed to be with a 27-year-old man. She told me they met here in Reddit under this subreddit, and that they started talking at the end of April/early May. I tried to explain to her that she was being groomed, and she told me he wasn't grooming her, and that she consented to everything in the relationship even though she knew that she cannot consent to anything like that under 16. And I'm sure as hell that he knows that too. Saying I was and still am pissed is an understatement, not even the word disgusted can explain how I'm feeling about this. She told me they've never met in person, and that their relationship was online and long distance, but they've had long video calls and voice calls with each other and texted. She told me the reason why they broke up was because she accused him of something, and strongly believed in that accusation. I asked my little sister what she accused him of and she told me the whole story, and how they have been fighting and that he has been very upset with her because of it. She said he called her manipulative, crazy and lonely. I don't know why he's talking when he's literally creeping on my little sister. I told her to send me their chats. She was hesitant at first because she was scared I would expose him because he didn't deserve whatever consequences he'd face for speaking to a minor. I told her I wouldn't and that I just wanted to have a better understanding of what their relationship was like. She sent me almost everything. Screenshots of them talking about traveling the world, meeting up, having a family together, their fight and even some personal information I didn't even know about my sister. They already said I love you to each other. He called her names like baby, babe, my love, cutie, hun and their chats had endless red heart and pleading face emojis. The more I read, the more disgusted I became. They had been sending nudes to each other, talking about how he fantasized about her and pleasing himself to the thought of her every morning before he started his day. I feel angry, disgusted, sad. I can't find proper words to explain my frustration. I don't know what to do, or to say. I haven't spoken to my sister since she called me and I don't even know what I'm going to tell her when I do. My cat, missing for 11 years, has been found. It's a miracle and now they won't give him back. In 2012 my family and I relocated to Oklahoma with our, almost 5-year-old, cat Shadow. He got out of the house and never came back. I spent 2 years looking for him holding out hope for the call he'd been found. He's chipped, but nothing. At 3 years that I made peace thinking he passed and he was mourned and to this day we still talk about how much he is loved and how much he's been missed. Last year we relocated to my hometown and last month we experienced a devastating tornado. My house is fine but we only get paid once a month on the first so having to replace all the $500 plus groceries we had already purchased for the month as well as things we'd need to make the house comfortable for daily life, left our finances less than ideal with no room to wiggle. Then I get a call from a veterinarian office and my sweet boy has been found. He had been living on a residential street for the last 6 years and was being fed by the neighborhood. No vet's visits, no comfy bed, no shelter from the heat and cold except sporadically when they took pity on him. He had been attacked by something and required minor care and stitches which is when they found his chip with my information. I was so happy and couldn't wait to see him again but because we only get paid once a month, I couldn't get there until August 1st. The woman who took him to the vet was on board but last week started talking about how she didn't know what to do with him while he recovers so she and I scrambled to find funds to make the trip to get him. One bill was less than expected and my parents also agreed to take money from their emergency fund to make up the rest so I can go get him. Now I am being told that he's been given to another couple in the neighborhood who just love him so much and they're going to keep him in nothing but radio silence since then. I have no idea where they live, other than the town, so now my children and I have to mourn him all over again. I'm so devastated and I'm losing him all over again. Financially we'll recover in no less than 2 months, but emotionally this is a blow that will stay with me forever. We love you Shadow and miss you with all our hearts, and I'm so sorry we won't be able to see you. I walked in on my parents doing the deed. I am 18 years old, I have never done it. I was playing Tears of the Kingdom and I saw my parents walk into the backyard. I waited a bit and continued playing. Then a few minutes later got up and I walked through the garage and outside into the backyard. I looked at the landing and the few steps into the backyard. My parents' shoes were laid out on the steps. I turned to the garden and I saw my dad's butt. My mom was standing, facing him and holding him. It took a moment for what I was looking at to resonate with my brain. They were doing it. My jaw dropped, my cheeks went red and my father turned around. He said, "Get out of here." It wasn't rude or anything, just a sense of urgency. I turned around and ran through the garage. I wanted to die. I ran into the house, up the stairs, and into my room, shutting the door behind me. I jumped onto my bed grabbing my blah-age. My sister was playing Cyberpunk on my PC. I told her what I saw and she laughed. A few minutes later, my dad came in and asked if I was traumatized. I replied no, and he explained that the deed is normal. He apologized. I just want to get the image of him and my mom out of my head. It's so gross.